Welcome to Quantum, your portal to the fascinating realms of quantum mechanics, quantum gravity, and quantum philosophy. This channel explores also the profound intersections of philosophy, physics, and the mysteries of existence, uncovering what we might call the quantum human condition. In our previous video, we embarked on an ambitious journey into the philosophical and scientific depths of Netflix's Dark. We analyzed Dark through the lens of hard physical philosophy, a synthesis of theoretical physics, existentialism, and analytical psychology. Using the show's intricate framework, we explored how quantum entanglement reigns supreme over time and causality. We showed how Nietzsche's eternal recurrence takes form as an Einstein-Bell quantum time loop, a system bound by Novikov's self-consistency principle. We also discussed the dual states of the loop, an eternally deterministic recurrence driven by quantum entanglement, and a singularity-seated loop that acts as its observer. This singularity, transcending the deterministic framework, embodies Nietzsche's Übermensch, marking a profound shift in our understanding of causality and freedom. Today, we're diving even deeper into one of the most fascinating aspects of Dark, the paradox of consciousness, framed through the paradox of perspectival free will. Is consciousness humanity's greatest achievement or an evolutionary blunder? And how does it tie to the idea of perspectival free will? Let's explore. Consciousness as a blunder. What if consciousness, the very essence of our existence, is not the triumph of evolution, but a cosmic error? In Dark, this profound paradox is unveiled to a select few among those born into the loop. Consciousness grants individuals the perception of autonomy, enabling them to see themselves as decision-makers within their localized perspectives. Yet, this perception is only a fragment of the larger reality. Within the quantum loop, free will is experienced locally, shaped and framed by consciousness. But on a global scale, every action is bound by the deterministic forces of the loop. This reveals a sobering truth. What feels like autonomy is ultimately constrained. Consciousness does not create freedom. It unveils the paradox of our existence, a fragile balance of freedom within a deterministic framework. This duality lies at the heart of humanity's deepest existential angst. For those to whom this paradox is unveiled, those who perceive the loop's dual nature of freedom and determinism, the tension becomes unbearable. Locally, they act as autonomous agents, seemingly free. Yet globally, their choices remain dictated by the loop's unyielding determinism. This is the tragic irony of consciousness. The more it understands, the more it recognizes its own confinement. Perspectival free will as critical stability. This paradox is embodied in what we call perspectival free will, a fragile state where freedom exists locally but remains confined within a deterministic framework. To understand this, imagine a critical stability point in mechanics, like a saddle point in a potential landscape. In some directions, the system is stable. In others, flat and neutral. Perspectival free will mirrors this delicate balance. Stable directions represent the deterministic features of the loop. Any deviation in these directions triggers forces that pull the system back to its predetermined trajectory, reflecting the unyielding control of the loop's deterministic framework. Flat directions, however, symbolize localized freedom, regions where individuals can act freely within their immediate perspective without altering the global structure of the loop. This is where free will is experienced, but only locally. Together, these features form a precarious balance, a critical stability where freedom and determinism coexist. This duality captures the tension at the heart of Dark's metaphysical insight. Locally, freedom is felt as real, yet globally, it remains a function of the loop's deterministic structure. This analogy of critical stability reveals the core tension of perspectival free will. Freedom that is felt as genuine, yet remains constrained within the deterministic framework of the loop. Supremacy of quantum entanglement. In Dark, quantum entanglement is the ultimate force shaping time, causality, and consciousness, It sustains the deterministic framework of the loop while granting individuals the perception of free will within their local perspectives. This duality, freedom within determinism, lies at the core of the human condition in the loop. Consciousness amplifies this paradox, revealing the tension between local autonomy and global constraint. Jonas and Martha, entangled like quantum particles, appear to act freely. Yet their choices align with the loop's deterministic structure, adhering to Novikov's self-consistency principle. All actions are self-consistent within the loop's causality. Claudia transcends the loop, embodying Nietzsche's Übermensch. She unravels the entanglement, redefining freedom and causality. Her actions reveal a profound truth. True freedom isn't destruction, but the reimagining of structure. In Dark, quantum entanglement governs reality, binding freedom and determinism in a paradox that defines existence itself. Conclusion. In this video, we uncovered the paradox of consciousness as a blunder, a precarious state of perspectival free will that exists at the boundary of freedom and determinism. Drawing analogies to critical stability in physics, we saw how consciousness emerges as a marvel, yet remains constrained by the deterministic framework of the quantum loop. Ultimately, Dark challenges us to rethink freedom, agency, and the recursive structures that govern our lives. If there is an escape, it lies not in destruction but in transcendence, redefining causality and embracing a higher meta-perspective, much like Claudia's journey as the Übermensch. Thank you for watching Quantum. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations at the edge of philosophy and science. Until next time, keep questioning and stay curious.